You follow Sharletta Unscripted.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? So, first and foremost, I am recording in my office. I actually like this a lot, and I like the fact that I have on these earphones. Normally, I don't have on headset. You know what I'm saying? Earphones. Normally, I don't have a headset on, but I actually like this because I feel like I'm drowning out the back noise, and I'm not so focused on everything, and I'm just like focused right here. So what up, Stinkerbuds? I got some shit to tell y'all. First of all, I'd like to thank y'all for joining the You Follow Shorty the Unscripted podcast. As always, what would I do without you? Even if two people listen, honey, that's what I need. But I'm gonna drink my water on this show. It's the only beverage I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna mind my business. Not every week. It won't be water, but today it's water. This pod won't be super long, but it'll be super impactful. At least for me, shit. I don't know how y'all. It may not be impactful for y'all, but it's impactful for me, Shug. Okay, just think about it. It's impactful for me. So again, welcome back to You Follow Shirley the Unscripted podcast, where you get to be your goddamn self and heal. Because I'm gonna be myself. And before we get into a lot today or anything today, like I said, I got some shit to tell y'all. I'm turning the fucking wheel. Okay, I'm turning the wheel. Okay. What does that mean, Charlita? Calm down. I'm not throwing the whole damn car away, but I am turning the wheel. I have to. I have to choose a different road. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't. I'm rebranding, but not rebranding. So the logo for this will be the last week that you have the white You Follow Charlita logo. It is changing up some. It's super dope. It's colorful. It's vibrant. It's me. It is still You Follow Sharlita. I have changed the time of the podcast and I've decided to shorten it with a cute little word that I got from someone called Potty. So, because like a party and a podcast, so it's a potty. So, anyway, so I'm doing that. So, if you follow me on TikTok, you'll see the logo. If you're following me on Instagram, you'll see the logo. I'm going to update it today. No, I'm not. Tomorrow or Tuesday. Because I want to get this shit out on time. Like consistency matters, discipline matters, and that's why I'm turning the wheel. And I have vision, I have dreams of where I really want this podcast to go. And with dreams and with branding and with being your authentic self, you pivot often. Let me just tell you that shit right now. You will pivot often. You will pivot often because you want to ante up, pop that fool. Okay. You want to get better, right? And I want to be as authentic as I possibly can. Now, some shit I'm just not going to tell y'all because it ain't none of your business. Think about it. Like, mind your goddamn business. I told you, get you some water, mind your business, and drink your water. But I need my shit to be more like real life. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking, right? And I be on here giving y'all the business. I'll be making shit up and lying, but unscripted is like, because it's like, You Follow Charlie the Unscripted. And I started to think like script meant, like unscripted meant, I just get on here and I just start. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I can be unscripted and still have form, right? But I'm not about to go sit up and write no goddamn show out, okay? I'm not gonna have parts and directors and this ain't gonna be this ain't a goddamn movie. Okay, this is my life. But with that, I could still have some structure. And that's what I want to have. And I think I know that that is what is going to take this potty to the next fucking level. Um, because some weeks I'm healing, right? Like I'm in my healing girl. I'm healing real bad, like real deep bad, you know. And some weeks I'm fucking thriving. Like, listen, the world is mine. I could be anything I want. Uh, 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 Some weeks I'm like that, and some weeks I'm just the goddamn somebody's corporate baddie that's just sitting there, just you know what I'm saying, talking my big corporate shit. Um, and some weeks I'm in my garden minding my goddamn business, not giving a goddamn about anything that I mentioned before this. That's just real. And then some weeks, and I say weeks because you get me weekly, but real shit, some days. This is day to day. You just get the week, like however, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm out here once a week. So you just get the week package version. This shit is daily, right? Navigating life. And then some weeks I'm being a wife and somebody's mama, a few people's mama. You know what I mean? And some weeks Shorty is just fucking tired. Some weeks I'm tired. Sometimes I just want to throw it all away. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I'll never be one of those people that come on here like, so in the morning. No, shout out to you that do it. Super shout out to the shorties that do it and really like they live that life, that they really bout that life. Like, shout out to them. I ain't her. Uh-uh. And if I'm real with you, I'm not even sure if I'm ever gonna be fucking her. Okay. And I don't want y'all to think that every week I'm gonna come on this goddamn potty and I have this perfectly packaged TED talk lesson to teach y'all. Cause sometimes I am the goddamn lesson. Sometimes I am the lesson. Sometimes I learn the lesson. Sometimes the lesson is kicking my goddamn ass. Sometimes I ain't learned shit yet from that particular lesson. I'm still stuck in the lesson. In fact, I'm looking for the goddamn dean of lesson students so I could carry my ass back there and see if I could get me a goddamn Saturday class or a summer school class because I feel remedial as hell. So I can't come on here with a package. I just can't be fake and phony, and I can't be performative. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm not gonna go too much off on a tangent because one thing I'm always gonna tell y'all is my ADD be ADDing sometimes. I'm really trying to stay on the path, right? So I got some shit I need to get out, and I need this to be consistent, and I need this to do all the things because I need to get to the next best thing. Let me tell you something. I am building a fucking empire. I just want to say that on what is it? Pardon me, July 26, 2026, 26, 26. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm building a fucking empire and I have to come in this space, in my creative space, organically and authentically. It's a lot of pods that I like. I love me some Angie Martinez. I ain't got them Angie, but Angie's that girl for real. I love me some funky. I'm telling you, he take a day off. I'd be like, get your ass back up. What I'm supposed to watch, you know? But I'm not funky. Charlemagne be really serving gems. I respect the God. I'm the female Charlemagne. Y'all ain't know I had bars, but anyway. I'm not Charlemagne. You know what I'm saying? I am Sharletta, and that's who I'm going to be. So welcome to my new direction. Okay, I'm pivoting. And I can't tell you I ain't gonna have a goddamn breakdown and pivot again. Come with me. I told y'all this is a goddamn journey. I told y'all it was a journey. If you ain't believe me, that's on you. Who? I need you to come with me on this new journey, okay? And y'all my stinker buds. And I just want to also tell y'all, in this new journey, I have a quick 30 to 45-second reel or video, whatever the hell these kids is calling it, or people calling it, on TikTok and on Instagram, and it might even go to Facebook. I don't know. I'm not really big on Facebook. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. No disrespect to the Facebook people. It's just not really my thing. But hey, it is what it is. And I'm giving like, just some random shit I'm thinking about, and I'll give that to you at the beginning of the day. I told you it's a new direction. I'm doing things how I want to do it. I'm living on my own terms and I'm living the fuck out loud. So I cannot tell y'all gonna get this at 9 a.m. The only thing I can commit to y'all is y'all get it every day during the day. And then at night, right before I go to bed, I give y'all a little more. That's going to be less, like 15, 30 seconds. You understand what I'm saying? Just to let you know, you're not in this shit alone. That's what community is about. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm building, a community. And then you'll get this show every Sunday, at 8 o'clock, by 8 o'clock. Sometimes there's traffic and you late to your job. You want grace. Okay? Or an occurrence. Give me an occurrence. I don't know. We can work out the code of conduct and all of that later. No, I'm joking. Mm-mm. I really want a space where I'm going to do what I want to do, but I will promise you this. We are going to laugh here because shit be funny. We're going to talk about some shit that may be uncomfortable. And we're going to heal some shit. Okay? Mm-hmm. We're going to call ourselves out because we should. Stink. We should. We should be calling ourselves out. We should be holding ourselves accountable. And that's the hardest part. That's the hardest goddamn part. And I'm gonna tell you something. That's the part about healing, my healing journey, that I do not like at all. I want to tell you that right now. You know why? Because I be working real hard on accountability and da 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 da. And then there's always that one motherfucker that sit there and I don't know what the like they be like I'm like you not really like you talking that talk, but you ain't really like being accountable on all of the things and stuff like that. So anyway, we're gonna talk about what's happening in this crazy ass world because that stresses me out too. That stresses me out. I'm gonna tell you something. I had some friends over this weekend. We had a great time. But when people come to your house, you sit down, you break bread, you start talking about just random shit. And we got on the whole Nolan Wells, um, unfortunate and untimely and just all of the things, his death, which some people would say it's a murder. And, we're going to talk through stuff like that sometimes. Not often, because I don't have time for heavy shit all the time. But we're going to talk about that because that also impacts how we feel out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? And we sat down and we started talking about that. And, honey, we wound up doing karaoke because it's just life is heavy. Shit gets heavy, and we have so much access. We have access to internet, of course, right? So, but you have all these apps. You have freaking, and not only do you have the apps, the shit is like meant to just have you out there like brah brah brah, right? You go on Instagram, you think you're gonna see a phony meme, you're gonna see some child that's been killed, and we fighting for justice. You're gonna see a woman getting murdered or some shit and they fighting for justice. You're gonna see somebody wrongly accused. You're gonna see that the goddamn lettuce is contaminated and you can't do anything but suck air. You know what I mean? That's all you're gonna see. Um, and nobody really wants to like that shit is heavy. You know what I'm saying? You talking about people got explosive diarrhea and shit. And no pun intended with the and shit, but you talk about people got explosive diarrhea, and all you can think about immediately is your stomach rumbling. You know what I'm saying? Your goddamn stomach rumbling, and you realizing you had a salad, or you put a piece of lettuce on your big ass cheeseburger 3 days ago when you praying that you don't have the explosive diarrhea. It's just too much. Like seriously, it's just too much. And the end result is, y'all, we're building a community. That's why I don't like the whole follower thing. That's why I call y'all my stinker butts. Because we're building a community, a family, a safe space in the world. That's my goal. To build a goddamn safe space in the world. And it doesn't have to be huge. It could be huge though. I mean, the more the merrier, as long as you want the same type shit we on. We don't do the negative comments and all of that. And we don't do none of that. Okay, we ain't doing none of that. But okay, But if you at the same time we on to just trying to make it from day to day and not just live but be alive and be kind because the shit is free and you know what I'm saying, help when you could and you on that type of vibe, come on, come over and show out. So let's just start this shit off, the show off, and it's Charletta fashion. In every show, I'm gonna do this at the top of the show. I'm gonna tell you my effed up thing of the week because again, it goes back to accountability, and I want y'all to know y'all not in it alone and by yourself. You know what I'm saying? We all do effed up things, and we really be sitting there thinking that 30-second Instagram clip and shit, and that picture that the person posts really be their life. People be out here like really going through it, fucking up, and I'm one of those people. So what did I do this week to f up? Um, my spouse told me something, and it high key annoyed the shit out of me. Um, it really did. It annoyed. It just struck a goddamn nerve, and everything in me, in my head, was like, "Would you shut the fuck? Like, really?" Um, and so I got like, it wasn't like bad beef or nothing like that. Like, keep it off the blogs. It ain't that. But I just really like shut down for a moment and like, you know what I'm saying? I could tell you I did some effed up stuff by buying too much shit off Amazon, but I'm gonna do that next week. So I want to get to some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I didn't, you know what I mean? I'm gonna probably do that next week. Amazon, I gotta get rid of my Prime membership. That's a different story for a different day. That needs a whole shot. No disrespect to Amazon, but y'all are here too often. Y'all are here just like everybody in this house every goddamn day. I need to break up with y'all. But anyway, um, what was I saying? Back at it. Yeah, she said something and it just annoyed me and I kind of like shut down. And I really should have just left it there and just been like, okay, I don't agree with you, but I see your perspective. But instead, I'm just like, would you leave me the fuck? Like, why? I had my, but I'm a woman and I have emotions and stuff like that. I wasn't nasty. So I'm very proud of myself because I could have handled things. I have handled things way worse in the past. Not, I don't want to say worse, like, you know what I mean? But differently in the past. So I do give myself some credit for that, but I still was just like saying like, would you, oh Lord. So that was probably my fuck up of this week. And whether it was my spouse or whether it was a friend or whether it was you got to see shit from other people's perspective. I didn't say you have to agree with their perspective. I never said that. And I'm not telling you not to stand up for yourself at all. That shit I'm not saying. But it's okay to say, I respect the way you feel. I hear you. I need a moment to process this shit because as of today, like the time now, I don't agree with what the hell you talking about. I don't agree with you talking about, child. Like, what are you talking about? But, emotional regulation and intelligence is stepping away from a situation and really, really like honing in and like trying to be the better version of yourself, which ultimately makes you a better, well rounded spouse, friend, mother, all of the things. So that was my fuck up of the week. The good thing about it is it's Sunday and tomorrow's a new week. So I'm gonna let that shit go. See what I'm saying about community? We just have to understand. I got a little stool under here, y'all. I'm finna get comfortable. We gotta understand, like, move on from shit. People be holding on to shit. You ever go to like a cookout, a family cookout, and you got that one? I don't really attend family functions. That's a different story for a different day. Not genetically gathered family. Again, different story for a different day. Not appropriate right now, nor do I want to talk about it. It's not appropriate because I don't want to talk about it. But you ever like back in the day go to a family function and you have that one family member that did well at one point in life and they still riding that wave, even though they're no longer doing well. I remember back in my day, I had two Cadillacs. I had a Benz, I had a Beamer, and now you have a fucking 10 speed bike. Like, and I'm not being nasty, but like, let that shit go. I need you to let that go. Let those memories, so you can get yourself together and you can get you another Cadillac in 2026. Like, nobody wants to hear what happened in 77. Shit, I wasn't even here. I wasn't even part of the goddamn stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk about that. Or somebody say, shit, girl, I used to be bad in my day. I mean, girl, waist on, and da 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 da. And then now you are auditioning. Okay, don't say that. And now you are morbidly, okay, don't say that. Now you could afford to like meal prep, meal prep. I promise you, that wasn't even the setup. I got this shit from somewhere off Etsy. Um, and hold on, y'all, because I don't want y'all to think y'all like this. Bitch playing. See, you follow Sharletta, and there's I don't know what I'm putting in them yet, but they they mason jars, and some people put their meal prep in mason jars and stuff. How appropriate. You see what I mean about unscripted? The shit just worked, even though the camera's not working. But you know what I'm saying? You talk about how bad you was, and you was a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Your body was a 10, your face never card, never declined. And now you sitting there and you need to put some salad down here, lettuce. Nobody gives a goddamn if the lettuce is bad. You're not in that situation. Some tomato, some cucumber, that vinaigrette stuff. Get you 6 ounces of protein. Listen, don't listen to me. I'm not a health guru. Do this if you want. At your own rate, shake that shit up and eat it. That's what you need to do. But you telling me how, back in the day when the RZA, the Jizza, old dirty bastard you got from Wu Tang wanted you. Like, girl, I want you to push the plate. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop. We just gotta stop. hmm So I upped up this week. Not my kids. Not because Mercury was in Gatorade or wherever the hell Mercury was. Me. I mess up and you do too. hmm Because if I'm going to talk about healing and accountability at the end of the day, and then the bitch also got to participate in the healing and accountability portion of it too. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And here's the part I want us to normalize as we go through this journey, this healing journey for real, unscripted and unapologetically. It should have been unapologetic, okay? Knowing better, and I have to tell my spouse this sometime. I hope, never mind. Um, Knowing better doesn't always mean you do better. Oh, wait. Oh, that pissed somebody off. That pissed somebody off real bad. Somebody out there in the world, these 3,000, these 3 billion people in the world, honey, that didn't trigger the goddamn person. You hear me? Because knowing better does not always mean you do better. Sometimes I know the shit I'm doing. You stop fronting, y'all. Like, that's the thing. Don't be looking into the Charlie, to like, stop goddamn fronting. Knowing better does not always make you do better. Lying ass self. You be knowing you shouldn't have did that shit and you still did it. You just gotta acknowledge that you did it. You was petty, you was toxic, you was whatever, and move forward. But see, y'all want to just sit there and y'all just want to point the fingers at everybody else, pissing me off. hmm Sometimes we know exactly what healthy look like, baby. Okay, just like Aunt Tinka eating a Snicker bar, but she should have one of these. Sometimes we know exactly what health look like, and you know what we do? We still choose the bullshit. Childhood trauma. hmm Childhood trauma. Seriously, we know. Like, cause you ever go through that, or is it just me? I hope it ain't the voices in my head. I'm definitely not. I hope you say voices in my head. Like, seriously, I'll be, and I'm not talking about my sauce right now. I told y'all that was my F up of the week move skirt. I'm talking about any ship, any type of dealing. It could be somebody I just, it just doesn't matter. Like, depends on what the situation is. But I'll give you an example that's not true. You go to a store, you know that you in a crunchy ass mood, right? And you go to the store and somebody do something to say something to you. The healthy part of the shit is knowing who gives a fuck. Like, I don't care. Who gives a care? Move on with life. But the unhealthy part of you, guess what we be doing? What you say? I know good and well you didn't. We be ready to go. We be so on go. So we know the healthy response. It's just to be like, I don't even know you. Like, well, I'm even gonna give you any type of reaction, any type of energy. I don't even know you. But the unhealthy part of you, you be ready to still choose the bullshit. Does that make you good or does that make you mad? Neither. It makes you human. So when I said I effed up this week, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were sitting there saying, Sharletta, did you apologize? Did you fix it? Did you learn something? Or did I double down on my bullshit? Well, this week I did not double down on my bullshit. I did um try to relate and come up with a healthy compromise because I think that that's what Um, you should do. Now, like I said, this is this week's story because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a week. Not saying it's my spouse, but I'm just saying where I'm like, nah, I double down on the bullshit. I give him the business. That's part of growing and healing. And knowing you're not alone. You are not. Can I sing that? Copyright infringement? You think? I'm be quiet. Sing it in y'all head with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time. Listen, I'm trying to be debt free and financially free. Dead ass. Like, I ain't got time um to be being sued or nothing like that. But there'll be times where I don't do the right thing and I'll have to come back in here and tell y'all that too. And then y'all hold me accountable. Like, girl, why the hell you do that? Like, that was so goddamn toxic. Things could have went so much better. I'm gonna tell you something. Before I got on here to record this potty, I was feeling away. I even cried, y'all, like a bunch of times today. Right now, I feel so goddamn bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, what? We about to get this. We about to build an empire. We got another business that's brewing. It's brewing. It's boom, it's boom, it's boom, it's boom. I'm gonna tell y'all right here first. I'm bringing back Be You Responsibly for all the people that have been with me through my first pod, my business, Be You Responsibly. She is coming back and she's coming back with a goddamn vengeance. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When the drop date is and all of that, I don't even know what made me feel compelled to get out here and tell y'all this today, but I might as well keep it all the way real with you because one thing I am is a queen bee. Okay, I am a queen bee. I will get it, attack and sting. Do not f with me. Okay, know that. So I am bringing back Be You Responsibly. My goal is to build an empire. And I don't really fail at goals. I have failing moments, but I don't really be failing that shit. But I also want to tell y'all something because I was like, sometimes, you're going to be toxic, whatever, whatever. But I just want to tell you, you got to be careful about what you do, especially like I'm that, we'll say that for a different time, but you also got to be careful. Choose your level of toxicity and remember what you can handle. Because sometimes recovering from shit you said is not pretty. It's not a good, it's just not. It's just not. It's just not. hmm All right, y'all. That's enough about me and my bullshit. So I want to get into a hot combo. When I mentioned it earlier before, And do I want to talk about Nolan Wells? I don't. I don't want to talk about Nolan Wells. I do want to say this: justice for Nolan Wells, healing for his family. If there is justice to be had, justice for Nolan Wells and healing for his family, because I am going to get into it a little bit. That lady is tired. His mother, like Ben Crump is involved, Al Sharpton is involved. The father looks so far removed, not in a negative way. No diss to the dad. Don't clickbait this shit. I'm not one of them. Okay, if I don't have nothing, like, I'm not her. But he looks so like remote, like he's still processing. Like my son, like, and the mother. Oh my God, such a beautiful woman outside and appears to be a really, really magnetic soul on the inside. I pick up energy from people, and that's really what she seems to be. I don't know her. And I really don't want to um, speak for people, but I'm going to tell you what I see. I see, because I see, for different reasons, different circumstances, right? I know what pain in the eyes look like. I know what a weary heart and soul looks like. I know what are you fucking kidding me looks like. And she exudes all three. She looks so exhausted. Like it ain't a net in space that's gonna make her any less tired. And Mrs. Wells, and I say that because I don't know her first name. The story is so gruesome and it's very, very taxing. I'm gonna tell you something, and not making it about me at all, but I'm pretty sure some of the stinkerbugs out there can understand. It's heavy watching. Like it's heavy. What I can only imagine. I pray for her strength and healing. That's all I really got on it. Because I could get into all of the theories and who called the tow company and who didn't, and why the autopsy came back. I could do all of that, but listen, there's 16,000 people out there in this last 5 minutes that's doing videos about that, and you can follow them for that. For me, I want Mama to heal. I just want her to get some rest. I want whatever she needs to sustain, not feel better, not get over it, not even to sustain. God, I wish that for her because that lady, that beautiful, she looks exhausted. Her blinks are long. Now, I'm not even trying to be funny. Have you ever been that like emotionally, mentally tired where you fucking blink, you just, mm-hmm, yeah, you right. When your blinks and shit is long, girl, that's some pain for your ass. And there's some things I went through, nothing like that, but some things I went through that I never want to go through again. So my heart and soul is with her. Um, Don't come over here expecting Barbara Walters and shit, because that's not who or what I am. I'm not CNN. This is not an official news outlet, but I will touch on some current events. I want to say I'm not a journalist, but I probably am. But anyway, that's the conversation. That's all I got. Um, that's my son and his pup. Yeah, I love my son. He's so cute. So Stinkerbuds, we're gonna take it from here. We at 34 minutes. I'll be trying to get y'all out of here between 30 and 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And I want to just set some ground rules. Y'all can tell me what y'all think in the comments because I know somebody may disagree with me at some point, and that's okay. Disagree. Just be goddamn respectful. I would shy away from like coming for me because I'm healing. Okay. We could disagree and still be a community. Okay. Don't come in my comments acting crazy because I'm going to be Helen Keller. I ain't going to see shit. I ain't going to hear shit and I'm going to block you. All right. So, anyway, you could have tuned in anyway. Okay. But for whatever reason, you came here and you press play and you listen to me rant and have a therapy session. Okay. And have a therapy session and I have a copay or a bill and have a therapy session where I just to get to be on my bullshit. And I appreciate you for that. As we grow this community, I'm gonna bring people on. I'm even thinking about doing some lives. I don't know, y'all. I got all the thoughts in my head, but I have to, I have to be committed to this, and then we are going to ante up, pop that fool. Didn't I just say something about copyright infringement and how my broke ass could not afford to be being sued by nobody? Anyway, I'm at 36 minutes. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you for sharing the Sabbath with me. And I hope here's my pup, hey Beanie. And I hope you have a good rest of your week. Make Oh, excuse me, that was nasty. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. You follow Sharletta. Make sure you follow me on TikTok. You follow Sharletta. On Facebook, I think I'm Sharletta Griffey, but it don't matter because you'll see me on Facebook by way of Instagram. And I'll see y'all next Sunday. I might give y'all something midweek. I may not, depending on how I got and feel. Again, you could have been anywhere doing anything, but you listen to me rant, and for that, I am forever grateful. Until next time, have an amazing week on fucking purpose. Charlita out.
Bye for now. Sharletta out.